Hello everyone, this is me again. This time it's going to be for the week of the 17th of February 2020. So 17 up to the 23rd for the fire sign. Okay, what type of week are we going to have? Aries? What type of week are you going to have, Leo? And you, Sagittarian? So I already draw all the cards out, concentrating and asking guidance from my feelings inside and that light that comes to me and help me out to interpret those cards. So right now, on this, we're gonna start right away with the Aries for that week of the 17th of February. My dear you, I have to say, you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but be reassured, there is. Okay, it's only about the way you feel it. You are slightly, you are in a way you are responsible to what is happening, and actually you are kind of you roll all those things inside of you and it seems like there's no end to it, but I reassure you there is the light at the end of the tunnel, because here you come with the most positive card here. It's, you see, there's no number, there's no name, there's nothing on this card but just like the nice blue sky. This is the energy card. You see the letter over here? It's all coming to you. There's a change coming. It's gonna transform. The situation is not going to be static. It's really going, you're going to go through a transformation this week. Something is going to happen that you're going to finally get out of yourself, get this energy back, be able to see the light. Okay, you're going to be able to see the sun. You're going to be able to see that the sky is vast and big, and there's a place for you in there. So Aries, how is that going to happen? It's because you're going to come across in your reading right now. Over here, two cards have fell out of the deck. Okay, so I have the books and I have the dice. Dice saying it's hazard, like it's a chance, a luck, and the luck comes in a form of a book. I mean, in the form of a reading, something that you receive. Either you receive an email or mail, or either you go to a library or just happen to cross around. There's a book there, you put your hands on it, you open it, and there's a solution. There's something that's going to be written there. There is a solution. Okay, if it's a helping hand that you need, there's going to be someone, an advertisement, there's something you're going to say, oh, okay, I didn't think of it. Okay, this is it. I have to go, and you have to move on. It's coming there. If it's a health issue, okay, don't get discouraged and don't become too overly sensitive, because it says over here that you are very, very sensitive these days. Okay, this week a lot is going on. Okay, and you've been into these problems for quite sometimes, and then now it seems like there's a solution coming. This card says you are becoming more and more sensitive. You have to avoid to be in contact with toxic people. There's some toxic people, some people that are just like taking out your energy all the time. Try to avoid those people. Really, this week you don't need them, not at all. Okay, it says that you have also to make sure that you take care also of what you intake, the food you're taking, the drinks you're taking. Is it something that affects your health? Is it something that is like it's transformation? Like the food is transformed. They call it OGN. It's a genetically modified food. Sometimes they look good, nice veggies and everything. I'm not saying that you have to go bio, absolutely, but I'm saying you have to really take care of what you take. Okay, your food, and get away from the toxic people, the people that are nasty and not nice and not caring enough, to be around you, because you are too sensitive these days to keep those people around you. Okay, so this is a very big encouragement for you this week of the 17th of February. There is the light coming you're getting out, you see solution, you see new directions. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the Leo. The Leo, this week of the 17th. Leo, you're a very proud person. Okay, you are stable, you know your value, you know you want to rule, you want to give direction, you want to tell people what to do. You're a very stable and very capable person. This card is a card of stability. It's just like a table that has four legs, and it's because it's the best way to have a table on four legs because it's stable. Okay. But what it says also, it's sometimes you can be a little demanding. You want to have something done certain time. It has to be. You're very vindictive in a way. Like slack a little bit. You have to relax a little bit this week because actually this attitude is going to bring you nothing positive from people around you. The people around you are going to be kind of not wanting to cooperate. It's just like they feel that they don't have enough indication. They feel like they don't know where they're going, in following you like this. It says it's sterility. It's just like it's useless. Okay. There is another approach you have to think of. Of course, I'm going to tell you, but many of you is still going to try, to get their way with this. But it's a dead end, that's for sure. Okay? There's no way out from it. It's a dead end. There's big sign everywhere that says stop, stop, stop. Don't go further. It's useless. Okay? So it's not a week where you're going to make a lot of progress, Leo. Okay? You're going to probably have to learn something. Here it says that you have to make sure it's a sorcerer. Okay, you have to make sure that you think carefully of what you want to realize or what you want to accomplish. Okay, because they care of how you think, because what you think, you're very powerful. What you think can become reality. Okay, so you make sure that you have your thinking in good balance with who you are, because Leo, you're normally a very nice person, a very brilliant person. You have a sense of dignity. Be kind to those people around you. Okay, they want the good also for you. All right. So now we're going to move on to the Sagittarian. My lovely Sagittarian, like you see, we have the Fool. The Fool is the card of new beginning. The Fool of a lot of activities. A lot of things are moving. It's just like it moves. It just like it tumbles around you, and you are required to be everywhere. They ask you to be everywhere. You are indispensable person to the group of people in which the group who you are actually going around. I kind of have a vision of workload, but it could be because you are studying, you are a student, maybe you are at school. It could be because it's very demanding. They ask you to be very brilliant in setting plans, making arrangement, putting works together. You have a lot here, you see. So make sure you work with your teammate. Make sure that you do your part, but they do their part too, to be able to have it done correctly. Okay. If you don't get assured that your work is progressing nicely, if some people are not actively working with you to have those things done, make sure that you don't let that happen. Okay, you're gonna have to straight those people out. Okay, to me it really seems that you are among a lot of people around you. There's a lot of people around you, and then there's probably some of them that are sitting back a little too much. They're a little laid back. And if they are laid back, it's not the right time because you have deadlines, you have things that you have to accomplish, and you have to deliver, okay? So it's not a time to have some people slowing you down. Make sure that you tell them, listen, this is not the way it's going to happen. You have to make sure that it happens, because otherwise you're such a nice person, Sagittarian. What's going to happen is going to take the load for them. You're going to try to make sure that everyone does everything, but then if somebody or two or three people among the group don't do their part, their fair share, you're going to feel like you have to work a double to try to have it happen. And it's a little unfair. You are too kind of a person sometimes, okay? Here it says you have to think of yourself and you have to make a little space for yourself, okay? You tend to forget yourself too much sometimes because you have people that, because they know you, because they know they can trust you, they are so much they kind of depend on you in a way, okay? So you really need to have a little space that you keep for yourself, a little secret place where you feel some peace, and you have to make it, it's a little gift for yourself that you have to do. All right. For the three fire sign that we see over here, there's one common card. You see you have event that come for the different sign. You have stuff that are coming out differently. You're all not having the same destiny, even though you are ignited by fire. But there's one card that comes for all of you. You share in common this card here, the Magician. Okay. In three signs, all the three signs that you have right here. So for Aries, for Leo, and for Sagittarian, you are creative. You have the tools coming to you to be able to change what's ahead of you, okay? You have everything in hand to be able to solve the situation that looks like they're going to be difficult, but it's coming to you. It's not right there now. It is on the way, okay? So this tells me that for the next week, for sure, you're going to have a lot of development that's going to happen, okay? And I really, really, really hope that for the Leo, there's a little change of attitude that's going to happen, because you're going to have the right collaborator. The person that's going to come to you is going to be a tremendous magician, okay? It's going to be a magician. It's going to make everything appear and disappear magically, okay? So I hope all of you have a great week, and I hope I'm going to see you again for the 24th of February for the following week. Okay, so I invite you to put a thumbs up on my chain if you appreciated this drawing, and I'm going to ask you if you want to make sure that you put yourself on the list to receive my notification when I have a new video out. Okay, so I hope you have a great week. Take care.